And now storm tracker weather with meteorologist Paul Bean.
All right, let's start off with that storm tracker again, because it is a lot calmer right now than it was last night while we were seeing those advisories and watches and some of those warnings over in the Teton areas. But those have since started to make their way out. We don't actually have any active advisories or warnings, and the only precipitation that's in the area is just north of Jackson. You can see that nice streak of snow making its way out with the rest of the front that would be behind me right now. While we aren't done just yet, we're going to get a little bit of a calmer night tonight and wait for that next system to make its way in. You can see that front I mentioned a little bit earlier heading out into the Midwest over the last few hours, but we do have more that's coming from the north. We will see more of that rain and snow make its way down from the Montana area, the northern Idaho area. It'll get down in the Central Mountains, into the Tetons, and there is some chances here and there for the Snake River Plain to see a little bit of snow as well. More likely if you're up near Idaho Falls or to the north of that. But if you're in Pocatello, you're more likely going to see a rain-snow mix at the worst, and some very light chance of that as well. So it's very calm compared to what we saw last night. Future tracker showing it move in the early morning and stick to both of the mountainous areas. You can see a couple rain spots in Idaho Falls, Rexburg, very quickly in the back half of the day, with a very slight chances making their way through. So very scattered as you head in that direction. Now tonight in the Snake River Plain, like I said, we're getting a little bit of a break through the night, but 31 in Pocatello, scattered clouds, 25 in Idaho Falls. It's a cold night, but we're not seeing any rain or snow from it. Now over in the Central Mountains, mostly cloudy, 30, 36, so very close to that freezing line as well. The only place seeing snow is that streak of snow I pointed out a little bit earlier in the highlands in western Wyoming, 24 and 27 in Island Park and Jackson as we head into tomorrow, where that snow does continue as well. More snow, 34 and 35 in Island Park and Jackson. Temperatures just above freezing, so don't expect too much of it to stick, but there will be more snow, and it's not going to cause any advisories at least, so it is much calmer than that first system we saw. Snow does return in the Central Mountains as well, 46 in Chalice and Snake River Plain. Clouds for most, but there is a chance of some of that northern snow that I pointed out, mostly falling as rain though, 48 in both Pocatello and Idaho Falls. So getting colder once again as we head into the middle of November. Pocatello does see a slight chance of snow on Tuesday and Wednesday. Of course, you can see those temperatures during the nighttime dipping once again to 25 and 19. And of course, Idaho Falls following suit with those chances of snow all the way through those first 3 days of the week. Now heading up through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it does clear out. Temperatures at night, once again, getting down into the teens. Teton area, very similar. Snow from Monday to Wednesday, but much heavier than everywhere else. Teton, you're just going to expect to see that storm sit on you and see those temperatures stick to the freezing. Finally, Central Mountains, very similar, just seeing the snow for the first 3 days. And it is November. We're seeing those temperatures cool down. This is what we expect, but it's still kind of a shock. Still kind of a shock to see, teens in single digits.
So finally we are getting some snow, so I'm sure that's good news for snowboarders and skiers out there.
Yeah, we're quickly heading towards ski season.
All right. Coming